Your world is a lot more fragile than you think. One click of a button and it could be sliced and distorted beyond understanding. Today, I wanted to take advantage of this and corrupt my world into something unique. The main way I'll be orchestrating this corruption is by simply changing the update of the world. The main tipping point of Minecraft updates we care about is anything after 1.18 and anything close to before 1.18, as that update is the Caves and Cliffs update that changed Minecraft generation in big ways. So if we repeatedly switch between the two updates while slowly increasing our render distance, we will get a bunch of sliced chunks that'll tickle my brain. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. As you can see, I've dropped my render distance as low as it can possibly go and turn on chunk borders. This one chunk will be my prison for the time being. I just finished loading the last chunks in both versions, which took about an hour. And you can definitely tell some stuff is not normal. The mangrove swamp is now a confused husk of its former nature, and far in the distance, we can see the beginning of sliced chunks. A sort of personally corrupted farlands. So let's get exploring and see what oddities we encounter. What was that sound? Was that in-game? Since 1.18 doesn't have mangrove biomes, it just deleted everything except for all the vines, which were of course there before. So this right here is where the first chunk cut happened. And after this point, every single chunk will be sliced up. That is insane looking. Oh my god, it really does look sort of like the Farlands. That is absurd. There's just dozens of biomes right next to each other that shouldn't be next to each other. Hey there, little guy. Do you work right? They seem right, but... yeah, they work right. Yeah, I think they work right. Sorry, y'all. Here, I'll send you with them. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my gosh, there's a hole right through that mountain. What the hell? It's kind of crazy to think that this is all just done in vanilla. And this looks like we're coming up on another mangrove biome that also broke. If I place a block against any of these moss or vines, they'll get a block update and break. See, just like that. Crazy. Let's get some food real quick. I guess let's get some wood. I don't think it'll be too difficult to get any iron or stone since there's these giant cut up walls of it. This is so wild looking, I can't get over it. It's just kind of eerie how a normal world can be so easily destroyed in such wild looking ways. Okay, now that we got some food and tools, that'll make exploring a little bit easier. You can't say that that doesn't look like the Farlands. This is insane. I guess let's try to swim up it and see how high we can get. And we're already at the top. And then look, just as quickly as it started, it ends again. Oh my gosh. This looks absolutely insane. I guess let's, drop. It's getting pretty creepy out here. This is absolutely crazy, dude. It really does look like the Farlands. I mean, not that I would know, of course, I've never been to it, but, you know, if you can't go there, then make it yourself. Dang, dude. This is crazy looking. What is that? Oh, I love taiga biomes. Whoa. There's a lush forest all the way down there. That's crazy. It's so cool to see all these biomes that really aren't usually anywhere close to each other, like pressed up against each other. Like deserts next to frozen areas. Oh, look at this. We have some dripstone cave just chilling on the surface right now. That is so weird. I wonder if we can find any structures that are cut in half, like villages or other stuff like that. Whoa, that is so cool. Why is there just a single jungle tree here? That is weird. Ooh, look at that. We got some, like, ice spike kind of things over there. Oh, and we got a, old growth. What is that? What is that? Whoa. Wait, that is so cool. Look at that. There's straight up like a whole floating section here. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I want to like go through, but I don't have any blocks to like go through that. Oh, maybe I can sneak through here. Look at that cool floating part. Oh my gosh. Whoa, crazy. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is a lush cave on the surface. That is super cool. Oh my gosh, that'd be cool if that was like an actual thing that happened commonly, was lush caves spawning on the surface. Or not like lush caves, but just like a little bit of the lush biome with some moss and stuff. That'd be really cool. Is that just like a, I think that's a mist-generated chunk maybe, or I think it's just a, maybe a floating part of land. Right? Wait, that'd be some crazy generation. Hold on. Dude, I wonder if it's like some chunk of deep slate that glitched out and generated high above ground. I'm gonna get some blocks so we can dig over, so we can pillar to it and get a closer look. Okay. Is that? I can't even figure out what that is. I mean, I think it's definitely something of like improper generation. I just can't figure it out. I mean, not improper. I mean, we purposely corrupted it, so. Dang, I did not need to get that many blocks. We're already getting close to it. This is... What? What is this? What block is this? I just finished loading the last chunks in both versions, which took about an hour, and you can definitely tell stuff is not normal. The mangrove swamp is now a confused husk of its former nature, and far in the distance we can see the beginning of sliced chunks, a sort of personally corrupted farlands. So let's get exploring and see what oddities we encounter. Oh. The sound of static keeps getting louder.